You know, convalescent plasma has been proven to help critically ill COVID-19 patients.
Millions of families have been affected by the coronavirus, including our KSET family.
GMSA Weekend producer Gabi Añez fought the virus for weeks.
NIT team Stephen Cavasso shows us how she and other COVID survivors are joining the fight to save lives.
Not being able to hold my wife's hand and for her not to be there, for her not to, stroke my head and say, honey, I love you, it's gonna be all right. The doctor actually told her, there's gonna be someone holding his hand if he expires. It'd be a nurse or myself or someone's gonna hold his hand. But I wasn't gonna die alone, but I wanted to die with my wife and kids around me if nothing else. Third time donating. I am a COVID survivor and a recipient of convalescent plasma.
Joseph Dorian says death was at his doorstep. He had tested positive for COVID-19 in late March, and in just a matter of days, he was on life support.
Around March 30th, I came down with double pneumonia, got treated for pneumonia, found out I was COVID positive. My breathing was really bad, ended up in the ER. They admitted me. I went in on a Thursday, I believe, or Friday, and by Saturday morning, I was on life support. I was ventilated. Spent 12 days on a vent and 23 days in the ICU.
But Dorian was one of the first critically ill patients to receive a convalescent plasma donation. He says it's the reason he's still here.
It's because of this plasma that I'm alive today. I did get my plasma on Easter Sunday, and I came through. I woke up on the third day on the following Wednesday, and they were bringing me in and out of my medically induced coma, and they were trying to get me to breathe on my own. And I do remember when I could hear the doctors and the nurses kind of cheering me on when they told my wife, we're gonna take the tubes out. We're gonna see if he can breathe on his own. And they were like, come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. And I still remember those kind of things. And I remember the doctor saying, all right, he's breathing. I've been dead twice. The third time, if it happened, it happened. If it's good, the Lord says it's my time, it's my time. He has a rhyme and reason for me. Your wife, your children, your loved ones, the medical staff, the nurses, the people who fight to keep you alive. That's who I felt bad for. I felt really bad for the doctors and nurses when they would work on me so hard and cheer me on and want me to live. And kind of if I died, I let them down. If I died, I let my wife and children down.
This is Dorian's third time donating. He says it's the best weapon against the deadly virus.
COVID is the enemy. Convalescent plasma is our ammunition. And we're going to beat it, and we can do it. And we're Texas strong, we're San Antonio strong, and we're going to come together, and we're going to beat it. But we can't do it if people don't come and give plasma, okay? And I'm going to tell you one thing. This is simple. Life is simple. You stand in line for a new iPhone. You stand in line for the movies. We stand in line for tamales during Christmas. Stand in line to save lives.
The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center says 75 donors are needed every day to meet the demand. One of those donors, KSAT producer Gabi Añez, who recently recovered from COVID-19.
I'm going through this. I know I can get out of it. And after this, I'm going to help out because I know there's not a lot of people that are as lucky as me to have had COVID and tell their story.
Anya says it was a surreal experience falling sick from a virus she's written about for several months.
I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe I have coronavirus after hearing, because you're used to writing stories about, COVID-19 cases, the numbers, reporting the numbers, and you never think you're gonna be one of those numbers, I had all the symptoms, even fever.
I couldn't imagine how other people are feeling, the people that are in the hospital, in the ICU, on ventilators. It lasted for a month.
I know it lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Whenever they told me I was good to go to donate plasma, and all my levels and everything was on point so I could donate, I was excited.
After meeting the requirements and completing a health screening, Añez rolled up her sleeve, ready to help people like Dorian.
I've never donated anything, blood or plasma or anything before, so I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to give back to the community in a moment where everybody needs help. It's not only me or it's not only my neighbor. Everyone in the world needs help. So I figure, okay, it's just, you know, it's my blood. It's not gonna harm me. I can do it. I know with donating plasma, I can help those kind of people, you know, and I can help save a life.
And with today's donation, she may be able to save 4. Anya says now is the time for COVID survivors to step up.
Gabby, thank you so much for coming in and telling your story. And
Thank you.
We're so glad that you are healthy and happy.
I want to share my story because it is important to show people that it's a simple process and you can help out a lot of people with donating your plasma.
The convalescent plasma saved my life. There's no two ways about this. It saved my life. You know, and you just, there's no other words to say but thank you. You know, it's just a great thing.
You mentioned that you have a son that's going to be going to college pretty soon.
I've got one son that's getting ready to go to college. I got one at Texas A&M right now.
What does it mean to be here for that?
It's beautiful, man. That's for me to be here for my wife, my kids. I'm sorry, but it doesn't get no better than that. And someone took time out of their life to save my life. It doesn't get any better than that.
Is there anything you want to say to the person that donated to help save your life?
Hey, I love you. Thank you. We're going to meet up one of these days. I've got his email. He doesn't know that the generations that he saved because he took time to roll up his sleeve.